हरि ओम ओम नमः शिवाय। हमने तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद प्रारंभ किया। पिछले वीडियो में चलचित्र में यह जाना कि तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद की महत्ता क्या है, उसके क्या अंग हैं, कितनी वल्लियां हैं। और फिर हमने यह जाना कि उसमें भी सर्वप्रथम जो शिक्षा वल्ली है उसकी क्या उपयोगिता है, क्या आवश्यकता है, क्यों करानी चाहिए। और आज के समाज के अनुसार जब सोचे तो इसकी अनिवार्यता समझ में आई कि आज भी शिक्षावल्ली जैसी विद्यार्थियों को पढ़ाने की, सिखाने की, समझाने की पद्धति आज भी उसकी रेलेवेंस है, उपयोगिता है, औचित्य है। गूढ़ और कठिन ज्ञान देने से पहले विद्यार्थी में उस ज्ञान की सही उपयोग करने की प्रवृत्ति होनी चाहिए। और वह जो सही उपयोग है उस प्रवृत्ति की समझ गुरु में हो, तभी वह उसको, विद्यार्थी को, उसके लायक, उस ज्ञान के लायक समझे, ताकि वह फिर आगे वह ज्ञान प्रदान करे। अन्यथा अगर प्रदान किए ज्ञान का सदुपयोग न करके विद्यार्थी दुरुपयोग करे अपनी प्रवृत्ति के अनुसार, तो वह समाज के लिए बढ़िया उपयोगी नहीं है। तो मैं शंकर भाष्य से पढ़ रहा हूं। और हमारे यहाँ, हमारी संस्कृति में क्या परंपरा है कि हम कोई भी कार्य प्रारंभ करते हैं तो सर्वप्रथम मंगलाचरण करते हैं। मंगलाचरण के विषय में न्यायिक यह बताते हैं कि मंगलाचरण करने से कार्य में कोई बाधा, विघ्न बाधा नहीं आती है और कार्य जो है वह संपूर्ण होता है। न्याय सिद्धांत कौमुदी वगैरह जब पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें यह विषय प्रारंभ में ही आएगा कि मंगलाचरण कितने प्रकार के होते हैं, उनकी क्या आवश्यकता होती है, क्या औचित्य है, हमारे जो पूर्वज हैं उन्होंने उसको क्यों अपने जीवन में ढाला। तो शंकराचार्य जी भी जो है 3 श्लोकों के माध्यम से मंगलाचरण करते हैं, जिसमें वे ब्रह्म को पूजा करते हैं, गुरु की को नमस्कार करते हैं, और फिर आगे जो है अपना भाष्य प्रदान करते हैं। हरिओम। ओम नमः शिवाय। यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्तास्तानित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्य प्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं संप्रणीयते हि व्याख्येयम् संप्रणीयते यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यस्मात् जातम, जिससे उत्पन्न हुआ है, जगत सर्वम, सर्व जगत, सारा जगत, जिससे सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है, यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते, यस्मात् जातम जगत सर्वम, जिसमें से जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है, यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते, और जिसमें वह लीन हो जाता है, प्रलय में जब वह लीन हो जाता है, ये नेदम धार्यते चैव, और जिसके द्वारा धारण भी किया जाता है, येन इदम धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः, उन ज्ञान स्वरूप को मेरा नमस्कार है। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदांतास्तानित्यं प्रणतोस्म्यहम्। पूर्व काल में जिन गुरुजनों ने पद, वाक्य और प्रमाणों के विवेचन पूर्वक इन संपूर्ण वेदांतों, उपनिषदों की व्याख्या की है, उन्हें मैं सर्वदा नमस्कार करता हूं। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदांतास्तानित्यं प्रणतोस्म्यहम्। तैत्तिरीय सारस्य मयाचार्य प्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थ रुचीनां ही व्याख्येयं संप्रणीयते, संप्रणीयते, व्याख्या करता हूं। जो स्पष्ट अर्थ जानने के इच्छुक हैं, विस्पष्टार्थ रुचीनाम, विस्पष्ट अर्थ रुचीनाम, विस्पष्टार्थ रुचीनाम, जो स्पष्ट अर्थ जानने के इच्छुक हैं, विस्पष्टार्थ रुचीनाम, उन पुरुषों के लिए मैं श्री आचार्य की कृपा से, मयाचार्य प्रसादतः, तैत्तिरीय का सारस्य, तैत्तिरीय शाखा के सारभूत इस उपनिषद की व्याख्या करता हूं। तैत्तिरीय का सारस्य मयाचार्य प्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थ रुचि नाम ही व्याख्येयम संप्रणीयते। फिर आगे बताते हैं और व्याख्या करते हुए कि संचित पापों का क्षय ही जिनका मुख्य प्रयोजन है, ऐसे नित्य कर्मों का तथा सकाम पुरुषों के लिए विहित काम्य कर्मों का इससे पूर्ववर्ती ग्रंथ में अर्थात कर्मकांड में परिज्ञान हो चुका है। अब कर्मानुष्ठान के कारण की निवृत्ति के लिए ब्रह्म विद्या का आरंभ किया जाता है, ब्रह्म विद्या का आरंभ किया जाता है। नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस दिस फर्दरमोर। सो वी are studying one of the most profound philosophical commentaries in the human history. We are studying a profound commentary by Adi Shankaracharya, by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. His commentary, his bhashyam on the Taittiriya Upanishad. And as I was explaining earlier in Hindi, that before an architect builds in our traditions, they clear the ground. By that, it means that before a sage explains the ultimate truth, before they explain the truth, provide the knowledge, write a book, they offer a Mangalacharan, an introductory prayer. And these are just not some rituals, these are not ritualistic formalities. They are deliberate, three-tiered framework, which establishes the metaphysical foundation of reality, the human lineage of knowledge transmission, and the psychological readiness required to absorb the higher truth. Yasmat jatam jagat sarvam yasminneva praliyate yenedam dharyate chaiva tasmai jnanatmane namaha. This is the metaphysical foundation, the Brahma Vandana. Salutation to the Brahman. Salutations to that supreme essence of knowledge, the Jnana Atmana, from which the entire universe is born or created, into which it ultimately dissolves, and by which it is sustained. Yasmat jatam jagat sarvam yasminneva praliyate yenedam dharyate chaiva tasmai jnanatmane namah. So Shankaracharya Rishi begins by defining the absolute coordinates of the existence, echoing the Taittiriya Upanishad's own core declaration, Yato va imani bhutani jayante, that from which all beings are born. So in this Mangalacharan, the first single verse, Bhagavan Shankar addresses the very fundamental question of cosmology and the physics. He is addressing a very fundamental question which pertains to cosmology and physics. What is the substratum of the universe? He identifies Brahman, the absolute reality, the God in our sense, the Hindu Sanatani sense. That's the Brahman. Not as a personalized deity sitting in a distant heaven, but as the cosmic singular source, the evolutionary matrix, and the final resting place of all matter, energy, and consciousness. Most importantly, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is calling this ultimate reality Gyan Atmane, the very self of knowledge. He asserts that the universe is not born out of random chaos or inert matter. Its core fabric is pure awareness. To both this, to this reality is to recognize that our individual consciousness is fundamentally connected to the cosmic whole. Then he says Guru Vandana, which is about the continuity of knowledge. Yairime gurubhi purvam padavakya pramanataha Vyakhyata sarva vedantas tanityam pranatosmyaham. I offer my perpetual salutations to those ancient gurus who have clearly explained all the Vedanta texts using the precise tools of pada, which means words, vakya, which means sentence, and pramanas, the logical proof. Intellectual arrogance is the greatest barrier to spiritual and scientific progress. In the second verse here, Bhagavan Shankaracharya completely decenters himself. He does not claim to invent a new philosophy. Instead, he positions himself as a humble link in the unbroken chain of parampara, Guru Shishya parampara, the unbroken chain of transmission of knowledge. We should note that the rigorous academic criteria which existed, still exists, which he was attributing to his predecessors. They did not teach based on vague whims, blind faith, or emotional manipulation. They analyzed the truth, pada vakya pramanaham, through strict linguistics, contextual syntax, and empirical logical verification. Bhagavan Shankaracharya is honoring a tradition of rational mysticism, signaling to the reader that the commentary to follow is intellectually bulletproof, heavily scrutinized, and deeply scientific. So those who say that there is no science, there is science because it's based on logic, arguments, questioning, debate, and distilling the elixir of knowledge through the debate. Shastrarth used to be the tradition. It still is. Then comes the third verse, which is about the intention and demographics of clarity. He says, by the grace of my teachers, I am composing this lucid commentary on the essence of Taittiriya Upanishad, specifically for those seekers who have a profound taste of clarity and unambiguous truth. Taittiriya kasarasya mayacharya prasadataha vispashtartharuchinam hi vyakhyayam sampraniyate. In this third, the final introductory verse, Bhagavan Shankaracharya states his target audience and his design methodology. He says, this work is meant for the Vispashtartha Ruchinam. Vispashtartha Ruchinam. Those who have a literal appetite, ruchi, for Vispasarth, uncompromising clarity. The ultimate truth of the Upanishads are often dense, cryptic, and cloaked in poetic paradoxes. It's very difficult to understand. It's written in a very dense, cryptic, cloaked fashion. So it gets difficult to understand. So I have to read it multiple times to really understand it better. But it's possible. It's just that abhyasena tu kanteya vairagyena jagrayate. So here I have to do the abhyas again and again, which I've been doing. And this would apply to, I guess, most people. So Bhagavan Shankaracharya promises to strip away the obfuscation. He writes not to show off his intellectual prowess, but to serve the sincere seeker who is tired of superficial answers and craves direct, accessible, and crystal clear understanding. So, what is the relevance today? Why should we study this today? Why do these three ancient verses matter to a digital, fast-paced, technology-driven world? They provide vital psychological and philosophical correctives to modern crisis. His three-step framework: metaphysics, epistemology, and pedagogy. Metaphysics, cosmic substratum, antidote to alienation. Epistemology, rigorous verification, antidote to post-truth. And pedagogy, radical clarity, antidote to overwhelm. So, modern society is experiencing a quiet epidemic of loneliness, anxiety, and meaninglessness. We often view ourselves as isolated biological accidents navigating a cold, indifferent universe. The very first verse, in which Bhagavan Shankaracharya is saluting to the supreme essence of knowledge, Jnana Atmana, from which the entire universe is born, into which ultimately it dissolves, and by which it is sustained. This verse completely flips the narrative about modern society experiencing the quiet epidemic of loneliness, anxiety, meaninglessness, feeling as if they're isolated biological accidents navigating a cold, indifferent universe. By asserting that we are sustained by and fundamentally made of the same Gyan Atmane, essence of knowledge that runs the universe, it offers a deep sense of cosmic belonging. We are not in the universe, we are an expression of it. Understanding this eliminates existential dread and replaces it with profound reverence for all life. Let's think about the verse 2. So we live in an age of digital misinformation, echo chambers, fake news, and deep fakes, where truth is often subjective and distorted for clicks. There's a lot of argument going on these days about how the social media data can be tweaked to get more hits or to present information certain way to influence the populations. That's the society we are living in. We are living in an age of digital misinformation, echo chambers, fake news, and deep fakes, where the truth is often subjective and distorted for clicks. Bhagavan Shankaracharya's invocation of Pada Vakya Pramana is a radical call for media literacy and critical thinking. It tells us that the true wisdom must withstand rigorous verification, logical consistency, and factual integrity. It warns us against failing. It warns us against falling for charismatic influencers or unverified claims. In this year, anchoring ourselves in systems of reliable validation, whether scientific peer review or timeless philosophical axioms, is our only defense against intellectual manipulation. So let's remind ourselves the second verse. यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ता नित्यं प्रणतोस्म्यहम्. I offer my perpetual salutations to those ancient gurus who have clearly explained the Vedanta texts using the precise tools of words, sentences, and logical proofs. Pad Vakya and Pramana. And this is very relevant today. Finally, the third verse, fighting information overwhelmed with radical clarity, which is what is needed. The modern human, we people, are drowning in deluge of data. Content is everywhere, but clarity is scarce. We suffer from short attention spans, which is not good. Cognitive fatigue is constant and superficial understanding exists in the social media world. The modern application, therefore, is very relevant in terms of what we learn from this third verse. When Bhagavan Shankaracharya dedicates his work to those who crave for Vispashta Arth, clear meaning, he champions the value of deep, intentional learning over shallow consumption. There is a critical need for deep, intentional learning, not shallow consumption. This verse asks us to slow down, look past the sensory noise of the internet, and seek out foundational, unambiguous truths. It challenges content creators to prioritize substance over fluff and challenge seekers to cultivate an appetite for deep, clear wisdom rather than clickbait. So, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya's these three opening verses provide a blueprint for a balanced mind. They remind us to stay connected to the grand cosmic design, to remain grounded in intellectual humility and rigorous truth, and to actively seek absolute clarity in an otherwise chaotic world. That is so critical. That is so critical for our society to succeed. So, what do these three ancient verses written over 1,000 years ago really teach us today? They remind us that in a world full of noise, chaos, and confusion, we have a map. First, you are not an isolated accident. You are fundamentally connected to the very fabric and intelligence of this universe, the Brahman. Second, never compromise on the truth, demand clarity, think critically, and stay intellectually humble. And third, slow down, cut through the digital clutter, and look for the timeless wisdom that actually feeds your soul. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya didn't just write a commentary, he built a bridge from ancient insights straight into our modern lives. If today's breakdown gave you a moment of clarity, please like my work. Consider subscribing to it. And also share comments. Which of the three principles do you think we need the most in our lives right now? What do you think, guys? Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya. फिर मिलेंगे. नमो नमः.